Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since I posted a video, but this is basically a channel update on what my plans are for 2026. As you can see, this is my OC that I have changed for 2026. Now I will announce my plans for this year. So first up, I want to talk about the final book in the series. I am working on finishing that this year. I have been procrastinating on it a little bit, but my plans are to finish that up for this year so I can be done with the series and move on to other stuff. It's been a long road and I hope you guys like the series, but now I'm finishing up with the fifth book in the series, and this is Arc 4 of Wings of Fire. As you can see, we've come a long way since book 17. A lot of stuff has changed. I've gotten better with drawing dragons and things. Obviously, it's a good way for me to learn how to get better with art styles and everything as well. I have done the first couple books based on references from movies and stuff. Obviously, the first one is referenced to Back to the Future mostly, but obviously we've seen the later ones. I've gotten to be more independent with making my own stories as well, and I'm glad that finally with book 5, I think this will be peak of what I can do. And I've had a lot of fun making these as well, but I just love how the art style is with this new one. This year, I am also working on the movie that I am doing, Game Changer 3, The Strike, or Sweet Revenge, it's called now. But basically, this is the final film in the 3 movies that I have made. I know that you guys don't know what the first 2 are, but I will do a later video showing and talking about those later. But basically, this is the last one in the series, and I am very excited to work on it when I finally get to it this year. Um, basically, it's going to be about, these characters going through. Obviously, I sent a trailer out beforehand, but this is basically just kind of a sketch out of what I'm going to do, with mostly natural disasters being the core element of the story, but also some other stuff as well thrown in. This was the trailer I sent out for everything, and I am so excited to work on it when I do. I promised it was going to be out last year, but due to delays of me working on the other project, that hasn't happened. And I am sorry, I've kind of procrastinated a little bit on the whole thing, but I'm just kind of taking my time with it. I kind of want it to be done right, so I'll get to it when I do, basically. Now, storyboards, I might keep doing those a little bit, but I think I'm going to move past those a little bit and work on some other things. But I do love making these as well, they're funny. Now, obviously, to a lot of fans who have been watching me for a long time, am I still going to be doing some Wings of Fire stuff? A little bit, but I will start moving away from Wings of Fire as I'm trying to move on to other franchises and go different places now, because I've basically run my course with Wings of Fire at this point. I will still keep updated, my character will still be around and you will see him again, but I am going to start moving away from it and going on to other stuff, but occasionally you'll still see Wings of Fire content around. This was one of the first pictures I did back in 2017, and this was from 2025. I've come a long way since, and I thank you guys for doing all that you could to support me. And this is the first episode I made about 10 years ago. And my drawings are coming up on their 10-year anniversary, so I will be celebrating that next year. But also, my channel has not been 20 years old yet, or about 10 years old, I mean, but it's basically getting there to that point where it will be pretty soon, a couple years from now, about 5 years. So I'm excited for that to celebrate it. Now, I will talk about the movies real quick. I know this is not an update, but just to keep you guys informed on what's going on with the third film. So basically, the first film is about, basically, there are 4 characters, A1, Jerry, Dusty, and Chiron, which are 2 cars, 1 helicopter, and 1 yacht. Basically, they go on this adventure that a character is missing, and they basically have to help save her from the mighty Shadow character. Obviously, when they try to save her, they get caught and put in a prison cell. They also have to fight a dragon and also win in the arena. And afterwards, they basically kill off the main villain. Basically a short story, but it works pretty well. So this is Dusty, this is Jerry, this is A1, and then this is Chiron. Now these guys wouldn't come until a little bit years later after that event. Now the second one was called Game Changer 2 World Navigation, which was basically another movie in the series that was about the characters basically going on a trip around the world for a tour with their fans. And as we've seen, it doesn't end well for them because, as we've seen, there was chaos. Jerry gets kidnapped on an airplane, and Chiron has to deal with a battle with the enemy. Now, they meet up for a show in London, which is the first on the tour, and then they also play a game of sports against the bad guys, basically. So, the final course in the game is basically a race to the finish. Simple as that, getting chased by the bad guys, but they also get defeated. And then Game Changer gets found out that he basically stole a bunch of money from the show. His friends betray him, he gets sent to a prison, basically getting helped by his friends later, but gets put in another arena in Australia, in Brisbane, and has to fight a bunch of zombie cars to get out of it. Final part of the movie, the climax, is where they end up at Bluey's house. Bluey basically fights off the bad guys, and everything is good. Now this part is sad because this is the part when Jerry actually leaves the story and he never comes back to the series again. Jerry's a character that I hold near and dear to my heart, and I hope he can come back in the series again. It was fun to have him when he did, but this was basically the last time we would see him in the series, and after this, that was it. Obviously, Game Changer was my original channel name, and it changed to The Greed Seaway later when I got more involved with Wings of Fire content. Obviously, we've come a long way since the 4 characters from the original series, and now it has changed a lot to where it is today. There's about 20 characters in my collection right now, and I'm hoping you guys can all see them soon. This was my very first drawing that I ever made. Now, Cal was a part of the group as well, but he was a later addition to the series, as well as Willie and Einstein. These were some designs I did back in the day. And this was the pilot episode to the series. This is basically where it started. This is where I had the idea that I came up with this before what you see today. There's another shot of that. This is what I plan to do with the series if it ever got to be a real thing. Also, I loved making that too. I was obsessed with Free Willy at the time as well. That's why I have this picture from 2019. And this one is my favorite. Thank you guys for watching, and bye for now.